This conversation is powered by Google Illuminate. Check out illuminate.google.com for more. Ever tried to match a real-life action to a simulation? That sounds tricky, huh?
It is, especially when you're talking about projectile motion.
Exactly. Today we're talking about video throw, a simulation that lets you do just that.
It's a fun challenge, yeah, trying to get the virtual ball's trajectory to match a real video.
So how does this video throw thing actually work? So it's basically a physics simulation, right? You're adjusting parameters to match a video.
Yep, you're tweaking initial position, velocity, and acceleration to get the simulated ball to follow the same path as the real ball in the video.
And it uses a video of someone throwing a ball?
Precisely. The simulation overlays the calculated trajectory onto the video.
What kind of parameters are we talking about? Is it super complicated?
Not overly so. You're adjusting the initial x and y positions, x0, y0, initial x and y velocities, ux0, uy0, and initial x and y accelerations, x0, a0.
So basically where it starts, how fast it's going, and how it accelerates.
Exactly. It's a step-by-step process allowing for fine-tuning.
Who are the brains behind this?
Francisco Escambre, Felix J. Garcia Clemente, and Lucang are credited with creating it.
And is it open source?
It's released under a license, so it's accessible and potentially modifiable. The specifics of the license aren't detailed, though, in the text.
I see some HTTP headers here. What's the deal with those?
That's the server's response when you request the web page. Things like the date, server type, file size, and content type are all included.
And the access control allow origin is interesting.
That means the simulation can be accessed from any website, making it very versatile, right?
The second snippet shows a different website, right? What's that about?
That's a more extensive educational resource site, likely hosting the simulation. It has a whole curriculum of interactive physics resources.
So it's not just a single simulation, but part of a larger learning platform?
Exactly. That shows how the simulation is integrated into a broader educational context.
What's the overall goal of the simulation, beyond just matching the trajectory?
It's designed to help users understand projectile motion by connecting a theoretical model to a real-world example.
So it's a hands-on way to learn about physics concepts?
Precisely. It bridges the gap between theory and practice.
I noticed mention of a simplified version. What's the difference?
The simplified version fixes the ball's starting position, making the adjustment process slightly easier.
So it's a good starting point for beginners?
Exactly. It allows users to focus on the velocity and acceleration parameters without worrying about the initial position.
The video itself, where does that come from?
It's credited to Doug Brown.
And what's EjsS?
That's the software used to build the simulation. It's a tool for creating interactive physics models.
Are there specific learning goals outlined?
Yes, the goal is to adjust parameters to match the video trajectory, reinforcing understanding of projectile motion.
And are there other resources linked?
Yes, the second website provides links to many other interactive simulations and educational materials.
Can you embed this simulation on a website?
Absolutely. The provided code shows how to embed it using an iframe.
So it's easy to integrate into other educational platforms?
Exactly. It's designed for easy integration and sharing.
I see some login elements on the second website. What's that about?
That suggests some parts of the website or additional resources might require user accounts.
So it could be a platform with premium content or features?
Possibly. It's not explicitly stated, but it's a reasonable inference. Overall, Video Throw is a clever and effective way to teach projectile motion. It combines theory with practice in an engaging and accessible format.
That was a great discussion. Thanks for sharing your insights.